Vampyr. That there is a killer out here in the city of London, and we have to figure out who he is before the doctor gets to him, so we can exact our revenge for him turning us into this vampires.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
You're still ugly as sin.
Man, fuck you.
Just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please tell me what's going on.
It makes you weak. Tell me the
William
truth.
Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside. And he left when I refused.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
You have enough for you to die. Yes, the Lord is your shepherd, you shall not fail. Yet you kind of did fail.
Listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock that stray without me.
I knew there was another chick in here. I sensed your presence.
Remember, certain scales are every bit as resistant as we are.
I like her. Oh, look at this doctor. This piece of shit gonna come up at the last minute.
Fellows, I've come to offer help.
Oh, thank you. You know, after I did all the hard work.
Secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
Why homeboy over there in the corner like, I'm gonna let y'all talk, but I'm kind of woozy, fading in and out of conscious. Like, look at him. He's like, oh.
William, I was certain. Dr. Reed, marvelous.
You got any clothes?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London.
Doctor, do you see that motherfucker back there? He is got the, he doing the burning or throwing up or something back there. What is good, beautiful people? This is your host, Kinglionoflocs. We're back with another episode of Vampyr. We have just gotten our new home with Dr. Swansea in this office. We're going to be helping them out and try and find a cure for my vampirism. Let's continue on.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah! It's my turn!
Damn, she didn't shank that nigga. Shank him.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life.
You really just threw that nigga overboard.
River, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please.
Oh, but I will, motherfucker.
You've lost too much blood.
I'm gonna take all
Calm
that
yourself.
blood.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Okay, medical checkup and press. Okay, so you're healthy right now. That's good. I'll let you bleed. I'll kill you. Be more polite. So I'm not gonna kill you. I'm still a doctor.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me,
I will
Mr.
help you
Cox.
to a better place.
Let me assist you to that
Place in my
better
mouth
place.
after I drained you dry, bitch. Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much XP you obtain from a particular civilian. The higher the blood quantity, the more XP you'll get. So here we go, 500 XP. To drink blood of prey, you first need to mesmerize them and leave them out of sight from others. Your mesmerized level must be equal or higher than the civilian's Resilience. L1 to mesmerize clay. Damn, just like, get over here. This had a Shadawahana. Follow me.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Okay, press X to embrace clay collapse or circle to release them. Embracing clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about the civilian and collecting their hints will increase the experience gain. Okay, so I'm not gonna eat you. I'm gonna release you.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Now go lay your punk ass down. Your blood isn't even that good anyway right now. I will not let the thirst rule me.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
You look ugly as
I
sin.
found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name
You know,
of
you
Clay
could
Cox. He requires
relax your
urgent medical
eyebrows
attention.
a little bit.
Already making the rounds. That's the Pembroke spirit.
Oh, thank
I'll
you.
ask our porter,
Yeah.
Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Look like you got the scurvy.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I have a couple
I would like
questions
to
for
ask
you.
a few questions first.
Who is Dr.
What
Swansea?
kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
You know, I don't really need the lip. I just need you to tell me who he is, bitch.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Okay.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Was he a brilliant fighter and an even brilliant scientist?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Let's find the office to the second floor. Ooh, use hacksaw. I'll take that. Yeah, I got anything else? Due to determine another face-to-face has been heavily burnt, disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of strong sedatives, the efforts to the regular endure severe pain from the wound, as if the flames are still burning underneath the skin, he says. Examine of tissue shows no trace of inflammatory infection or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of perceiving nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfigurement. Could it be the case of a guilt of survival, phantom pain manifesting as punishment for not dying with his comrades? Also, that's all in his head. Also, one of the patients are burn victims and they got back from the war. Huh.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I never figured out how to water the plant, so hopefully I can do that during this playthrough. But now we need to craft. On the workbench, you can craft medical treatment to heal sick civilians, stems to boost yourself, or weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapon. You need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the Analyze component. You have enough components to improve one of your weapons. So we're going to... I got a blunder, I had a hacksaw, and a machete. We're gonna do this one for now. We're gonna upgrade you and give you can't do that one. Can we do that one? Can't do neither one. Oh.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Okay, now that I can, now I can upgrade something on here. Either my bite, my body, which will give me more stamina, or the health I regenerate, or I can give me a new ability. So we're gonna do increase my stamina. Yeah. And then increase the amount I take from draining blood from people. Do I want cartridge or blood barrier? I'll pass on those right now. I will, however, increase my health and increase blood capacity. Okay. And with that being said, we're gonna push on.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Like, he kind of came into this, he accepted this way too easily.
Patients to attend.
Bitch, who are you talking to like this? I'd
Yes,
bite
Miss
you.
Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
It's always the
A
crisis.
crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
There is nothing here. This room is off limits. No antiseptic at all. I feel like that's just like you're reiterating the fact that there's no antiseptic. So why would you say that again? There's no point in getting mad about it. Yes, this room is off limits. There is nothing here. So she kind of already knew this room is off limits. So there'd be no point also in scolding her about that. And
Sorry, there's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a
well,
solution.
no, I'm beside you.
In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
And a lot of
However do you mean?
Ritalin and cocaine.
If combined correctly,
And opium.
certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this
Of
key.
course
It
it
opens a
has.
small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Okay, so we're gonna also try and get to talk to some of the people and get to know
Yes,
them a little
Doctor?
bit better. What's the
Exactly
situation?
how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
So you never sleep? Lack of sleep is very
Lack of
dangerous.
sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
So when do you
Your
sleep
dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
then? I have a feeling that you don't
That's
like
all
me
for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
at all. But I don't have time nor the patience to care about your feelings towards me, so we're going to keep on. To know some of my patients around here.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well,
That's crazy
Dr.
as shit.
Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
A vampire, you say? Please.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Okay. Yeah, you're healthy, alright. But you said you're a vampire. How?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Okay.
I
Crazy.
see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
No, I noticed that you're delusional. Again, I am a doctor.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
What about your enemies? Don't you have
Who are
enemies?
these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Goodbye.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
So that fruitcake thinks she's a vampire. That's gonna be interesting. Don't cough in public. This is the sign we need now in present day. These prevents carelessly spitting, sneezing, coughing, spreads the influenza spread by droplets sprayed from the nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Cover your mouth. That's what that sign basically says. Let's see. You, madam.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How's the staff coping?
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
And who is Milton?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Okay, so Milton's the only other black
Why
guy
does
in this.
Milton
Okay.
dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You are right. You change your attitude. You'd be surprised. I'll say you'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Who is Nurse Brannigan?
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Spanish flu. Yeah, Spanish
Nurse
flu won't
Hawkins,
last
the
forever.
Spanish flu won't
It
last
changes
forever.
to something else.
Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You know what? Get a grip,
You
girl.
must get a hold of yourself, Nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How you think we feel? I've been stuck in the house for about 3 weeks now, quarantined. But you know, it's neither here nor there. It's actually here and there, but you know, we're gonna let that slide. Ask
Goodbye,
you,
Nurse Hawkins.
Nurse Hawkins. Okay. You'll be alright, sir. You'll be alright. If this man dies, please let me know. I have a cure for him, or at least I would wait for him to die less painfully. This man too. If he dies too, please let me know. Really, if anyone dies or is on death's door, I need to know ASAP.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Yeah, I see you gonna be the first person to have to bite.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Yeah, see, you really starting to piss me off. You just mad because I got more clout than you. You ready to change your tone with me? Jealousy will not do you any good. No need for such animosity. You know what? I am a man of London, so I have a certain je ne sais quoi about myself. So no need
There
for
is
such
no need for such
animosity
animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Oh, please believe I will
Since
help
your
get
tenure
these
at
bodies
this
up out of
hospital is
here
longer
one
than
way
mine,
or another.
Perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Okay. So he cares about his patients. This approves of modern medicine methods. So you're like the whole burn it, make sure that gets rid of the infection, use leeches type, Stone Age type shit. Okay.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a
But you can't get a
I don't
dollar out
question
of
your
me.
skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge is our main weapon. No reason to justify my actions to you. I've saved many lives. Knowledge is our... You know what? I've saved many lives. What are you
This
talking
is
about?
ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
But it did save many lives. What are you
It
talking
seems you
about?
have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Alright, Dr. Ackroyd.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Punk ass.